Hey seniors, it's time to start applying for college. Over the next several weeks, the counselors will be conducting workshops and meeting individually with all seniors to help you solidify your plans. Regardless of what your plans may be, for most people, college will come into play. Today, we will walk you through the basics for selecting and applying to college. Please take note of important dates, but if you forget, this recording will be posted on the grant website. By now, most of you have received tons of mail from colleges and universities trying to convince you to attend their schools. Well, how do you know which one is best for you? Well, the answer is simple, really. It just takes a lot of time, and you need to set aside that time. Research your choices by learning about the schools. One of the best ways to do that is to take a campus visit. But you can also talk to your teachers, your parents, and your counselors about the choices before you. This means you're taking responsibility for your future. Take time to plan, to research, and then plan some more. So, what is college? Well, college is school, of course, but it's a little bit different than high school. In college, you take a combination of courses. Some of the classes you take will be general education related. Others will be more specific to a major. A major is a specific subject, such as engineering, education, business, biology, and so forth. The focus in college is on the work that you do, not so much what happens in the classroom. In high school, you were able to accomplish most of your work in class, which you spend 30 to 35 hours a week. In college, however, it's about half of that. Class time is between 12 and 18 hours a week. So the majority of your work is done on your own time. The work is also accelerated, so you have to work much faster. We've put together the following timeline to assist you your senior year. In the fall, we encourage you to complete all of your applications. Make sure that your essays and your personal statements are written and are reviewed by a teacher. Make copies of everything. Review your application documents with your parent or with a counselor. If you still are not sure which school to attend, we suggest that you participate in at least one college fair, and there are several in the area that are very good. Also, if you're not happy with your ACT score, register to take it at Grant on October 25th. You can register for the ACT at act.org. Make sure that you prepare your teachers and your counselors for writing letters of recommendation. Give them at least 2 weeks' notice. And search for scholarships. In the late fall, we suggest that you attend with your parents the financial aid meeting to be held at the Grant Auditorium on November 19th. This is a good time to talk with your parents about how to pay for your education. Additionally, you'll need to complete a FAFSA application. A FAFSA application is a free application for federal student aid, which you will need as part of any financial aid package. Workshops will be available for families to complete the application. Also, Grant Community High School will also host the ACT on December 13th, if you feel you need to retake it one more time. In the spring, you'll need to make your final decision and notify that school that you will be attending in the fall. You will also need to notify all other colleges that you have decided not to attend their schools. Take note of important deadlines such as housing and financial aid. If you are waitlisted or denied, make a new college list, or you can also appeal that decision. Talk to your counselor if you need to appeal. Continue to work hard in classes. Your final transcript may affect your acceptance in any school. The counselors have put together several online links to help you look for colleges. Go to the grant website and look under Student Services. There you'll find several links for college information, scholarship information, and financial aid. Also, each senior will receive an instruction booklet on how to use Naviance. We also want to remind you that Career Cruising is also a good program for looking for scholarships. Also, be aware of college application and scholarship scams. These are businesses that charge you a very steep fee for colleges or to file for scholarship information. You should never pay for any of these services. Here are some things to consider when selecting a college. Admissions requirements. What are their ACT score requirements? GPA, class rank, etc. What types of majors and minors does that school offer? What is the geographic location? Total enrollment size? Type of college? Campus setting? Intercollegiate sports? Campus life and other activities? Special help for students who have a learning disability? Housing? And the overall cost of the school. By this time, you should have narrowed your college selection to 4 or 5 schools. For some of you, you plan to apply to at least 10 or 12. Just keep in mind that if you apply to that many, it's going to make your final decision much more difficult. Also, for each school you apply to, there is an application fee. If application fee waivers are available, please use them. Here are some guidelines to follow when you visit a college. Make an appointment with the college ahead of time. Bring a transcript with your GPA and class rank and an activity list or resume. Visit classrooms, dorms, and computer labs. Speak with students and faculty. Don't be shy. Try to visit on days when classes are in session. And if you can, sit in on a freshman course. Bring a list of pertinent questions to ask. Take notes and photographs. For each school that you visit, you must complete a college visitation form. These forms are available in the guidance office at Grant. Get a form from the guidance office, complete it, have your parents sign it, and bring it back to your counselor. Your parents must call the counselor or leave them a voicemail. Also, notify all your teachers that you'll be absent on that day. Sometimes college requirements for incoming freshmen are different than the requirements for graduation from high school. Check with each of your universities and colleges to make sure that you're taking the right classes in high school. If there's a discrepancy between the classes you need and what you're taking, be sure to talk with your counselor immediately. If you are an athlete and plan to play Division I or Division II sports in college, you need to register with the NCAA Eligibility Center. Failure to do this may postpone your scholarship money. If you have questions, talk with your counselor. The following are important elements in completing your applications. Complete all applications online, if available. Pay all application fees or use a fee waiver. If you're completing a paper application, write neatly and legibly with a black pen. If necessary, review application with your counselor or with your parents. Make copies of all documents. Submit your transcript, letters of recommendation authorization form if you have not done so already. Request transcripts for all schools in Naviance. Request your ACT scores from ACT.org. Ask teachers for recommendation letters and follow up with requests in Naviance. Your transcript is an important document and is part of the application process. The green sheet on the left is the authorization form which you must submit before the counselor can send any transcripts. The yellow form is for any school that requires a paper application or paper transcript. These forms are available in the guidance office. Just a word about a couple of other college prerequisites and requirements. Many schools have basic score requirements on the ACT and/or require a placement test. For example, the College of Lake County requires a score of 17 on the English, Reading, and Math subtests for the ACT. If your score is lower than that, you will need to take a placement test. Your placement test score will determine what level you will start college. Check with your university or college for all placement test requirements. Math requirements vary from university to university. For example, at the College of Lake County, they require at least a 17 on the math portion of the ACT just to be accepted at the school. However, to take a college-level math course, you must have at least a 22 on the ACT. Check with your university for their math requirements. Just a word of advice about online applications. Typically the applications are quite comprehensive and they take a little bit of time to complete. Please do not hurry through the process. Make sure that you find time, quiet time, to sit at the computer to finish the application and follow the directions carefully. Finally, remember to take ownership of your college selection. If you allow other people to make decisions for you, you may be very unhappy with the final outcome. Visiting a campus in person is an important first step in finding the college or university that best suits your needs. Good luck to all of you, and if you need to review this recording, it will be posted on the grant website.